That's right.
It's game time, please.
It's game time.
All right now.
Hey,
Yeah. You don't know about that. That's for your time now. You remember that unit, boy?
I know about
They
you.
used to run that thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
So I'm gonna throw some game time in. I don't do that. Oh, Lord. Oh, wow.
All things come through the paint.
Oh, man, my bad. All right. Are y'all ready?
Yeah, you ready?
Y'all ready?
We on.
I'm gonna do my DJ thing. Yeah. We'll hit y'all with a little bit of G unit. Yeah. All right. Real spill.
we're back, man. Welcome, man, once again, Sunday at 5 p.m. to the Real Spill Podcast.
Oh,
man, we got a studio audience.
All right, Alexa, clap for us. Alexa, clap for us. All right. That's good.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, welcome to the Real Spill. That's how you do it right there. That's how it's supposed to be. All right, man. Yeah, good to have y'all here, man. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday, man, and welcome to the Spill Cup Studios.
Yeah.
Once again, man, this is the Real Spill Podcast.
Yeah.
I'm Tally, man.
Yeah, and I'm your favorite Rand, Cold Steel.
Man, we're so happy to have our brother
I know, from another mother.
from another
Part of the Simp Squad. Simp Squad? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Slim out of Big Besson.
Slim out of Big Besson.
Yeah. My boy.
Slim out of Big Besson.
My boy, man. Welcome back to the show, man.
Shout out to Jonesboro community yesterday.
Yeah.
Even though I did not get a chance to come down, man, but I heard it was great.
Yeah.
They had Jonesboro days. You know.
That's
If you
important.
know, you know now. If you don't know where it at,
buddy.
you know, you don't know where it at, but it's down there what they call Big Bessemer, ain't it?
Yeah.
Down there in Big Bessemer, man.
Yeah, I wish I could have been a part of it, but you know, I still ain't got my.
You an honorary member, man.
Yeah, can you tell somebody else that?
Yeah, always.
Because you know, man,
Every time.
I'm just saying, man, you ran about that, but it's all good though. It's all good. We'll work on it. We'll talk
But
about it.
really shout out to all the communities. I know it's
Yeah.
a big thing with the high schools having their alumni and everything, but also communities have their days and everything. And all that's doing is showing unity, man, in the community.
Right.
So we shout out to everybody that's doing something great in the community. Also, this month, one thing it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
That's right.
And so
That's
as
right.
you can see,
We represent.
Cole and Tyler, man, we represented. We
Yes,
got
sir.
our pink on. We said we was gonna wear our pink all month long.
Yeah.
So we shout out, we honor all the survivors of breast cancer, and we know that breast cancer can be not only something that affects female, but males also.
Right,
You know,
right.
and so and then we say for all the ones who fought through, you know, and they succumbed to it. We also thank God for them, you know, and everything, and for the fight they did. And then the caretakers, the people that looked after them, and the people that, you know, did the sacrifice. And so just shout out to everybody. This is Breast Cancer Month. We know there's more cancers than just breast cancers.
Right.
This is the month that breast cancer celebrate. But I think we can all agree that cancer sucks.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, cancer
It does,
sucks.
big
So,
time,
man,
man.
we just shout out to everybody that's survivors and for this month, and the people that put things on for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. But here we are again, man. We had the Real Spill, man.
Yes, sir. We back. Episode 17, please.
Episode 17, man.
Yeah,
Episode
it's
17.
indeed, man.
So come on and let us know what we talking about today.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, man, we talking about an important topic. A lot of people know this term, especially in the hood, but I think it's world renowned now. I think it's kind of across the table, man, in all races, creeds, and nationalities. But today's episode is snitching. Snitching, man. Yeah. So we're gonna dive into it. We're gonna dissect it and get to the bottom of it. You know, is it wrong? Is it right? Should you snitch? You know what I'm saying? You know, are you a snitch? We're gonna do all that, Holly. Yeah, man. Yeah. Nah, just kidding, man. He ain't no snitch. But anyway, man. But I'm gonna ask Alexa to start the show.
Okay,
off.
because that's why my question was, you know, I'm from a different era.
Right.
It might have been called tattletelling or telling.
Yeah,
Back then,
it was.
but the word now is snitch. So you're gonna ask Alexa to give us a definition of what snitching is.
I am, and here we go.
All right.
Alexa, what is the definition of a snitch?
A snitch is an informal word that means an informer. It is someone who secretly tells the authorities that someone else has broken the rules or the law. It is also used as a noun, verb, and related words. The exact origin is unknown, but the term is linked to the nose.
So did y'all catch that?
Yeah.
I did.
All right. This was us. So we got a definition of
We
a
got a
snitch.
definition.
Yes.
It's an informer.
There you go. A huggy bear. From my old heads out there. Shout out to Starsky and Hutch. Yeah.
So there been some, as far as television concerned, there been some famous snitchers.
Yeah, it has. Huggy bear.
Huggy Bear, Starsky and Hutch.
Yeah. Was Hawk a snitch on Spencer for Hire? I kind of feel like he was sometimes.
I think so. He was somewhat of an informer.
Yeah. I feel like I'm missing somebody though, man. Who else are we missing, man? I guess any crackhead pretty much that we know. They always know what's going on.
Basically.
Yeah, for the right price, they'll snitch. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my uncle here. Yeah, man.
So Alexa gave us a definition, and it said it could be a noun.
Yeah.
So that's something that identifies somebody, a
Right.
noun. And then it could be a verb, she said. You know, it gives you an indication of what the person is doing and everything.
Right.
So, and it basically said that it was someone that was telling on some illegal activity.
Right.
So that's a snitch.
Right.
Someone that is telling on some illegal activity. I don't know if I agree with that term though. Because
it does seem a little harsh, doesn't it?
yeah, okay, because I'm saying, okay, you sitting at the house, you know, you're supposed to be at work,
Right.
but you're sitting at the house and you notice that somebody's in your neighbor's backyard
Right.
breaking into their shed.
Right.
You know, I mean, so what do I suppose? Now I'm not a part of it.
No, you're not a part of it. You just
I
witnessing
see
it
it.
from
I'm
afar.
witnessing it.
Yeah, from afar.
From afar, I
Yeah.
see. I know my neighbors are at work. Are they
Right.
supposed to be at work?
Right.
Even I'm supposed to be at work.
Oh no, don't tell me yourself.
Well,
You just snitched on
I just
yourself.
snitched on myself. Oh,
Bingo.
Yeah, live action. Go ahead.
But what do I supposed to do? Do I supposed to confront that person? Do I supposed to call the authorities?
My neighbors would confront them because I got a hard street though. But everybody ain't built like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
everybody
mean,
built
does that make me a snitch because I see somebody doing something illegal and I
Right.
tell you?
Now you want to go? Go ahead, Big Gus. Go ahead.
Well,
yeah, go ahead, Slim.
I mean, from the standpoint,
Yeah.
are you really snitching if you're trying to prevent any type of activities happening in your neighborhood to cause it to be suspect?
I'm asking the question because I don't understand the snitching rules. I don't
Are
understand.
you benefiting from the person that's finna steal or do something that they don't supposed to be doing? That's the question.
Yes, I'm gonna benefit because, you know, if that person indirectly benefit, because if that person get caught, and if it's known that in this street, on this neighborhood, that
Right.
people are called and tell on you,
Right.
then that might be a deterrent from people coming and trying to steal.
I agree.
So yeah, so I mean, I guess is that a good snitch?
Well, this is my opinion, but I don't consider that snitching.
No.
Okay.
Because, like you said, you looking out for your neighbors. We're a community. We're supposed to look out for each other. So if somebody breaking into my neighbor's house and trying to steal items that I know they worked so very, very hard for, then I feel like it is my duty to report that person breaking into their house, you know, to the authorities. Now, my definition of a snitch is somebody, like Holly kind of just spoke on, when you snitch on somebody for your personal benefit and we both doing wrong. So
before you get into that, let's go back. And so you know, by show of hands, me telling I'm not involved in that illegal activity.
Right.
But me in my neighborhood and me calling somebody, either my neighbor, or the authorities, or
Right.
I go out there and holler at them, hey, what you doing?
Yeah.
That's not, I'm not a snitch.
I don't
You
consider
just
it a
trying to
snitch.
prevent a crime from happening.
But
Okay.
Basically.
but the criminal world, including the person that you telling on, would consider
He
you a
consider
snitch.
me a
Yeah,
snitch.
because you messing up whatever you got going on.
So
Right
it
now.
depends on what world I'm operating in,
There you
Right.
go.
if I'm a snitch or not.
Though it's one term, it like you said, it's a part of two different worlds in a sense.
Okay.
So like I said, I know it's used across the board, like you said, when you're doing the right thing, and it's used also on the end of if you're doing the wrong thing, I guess.
Okay.
But see, I like to say that it's not snitching if, like we said, you telling on somebody who breaking into your neighbor's house or doing harm, you know what I'm saying, to somebody, you know what I'm saying, that shouldn't be doing it. I don't consider that snitching.
No.
Man, somebody in the education field, because it's one word, but it's got two different meanings
Exactly.
to it.
Exactly.
So it depends on what world you're in and
Right.
what it means. So, and I know it's a term for that and everything. Somebody gonna put it in the comments and let us know. But so we established the fact that snitching or telling on somebody is when they are doing something wrong.
Right. But
So let's go all the way back to when we was in grade school.
yeah, see, I'm glad you brought that up. Cause see, we were raised, like you said, in grade school, and even in some of our homes. Cause you know, you tell on your brother or your sister,
Right.
your mama, your
Yeah, let's go all the way back to the house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they may be like, hey, people don't like tattletales, right?
Right. Yeah.
Right.
So I kind of blame our community, in a way. I hate to say that, I don't hope it'll come off wrong, because I think some people grew up with that mentality and thinking, okay, we ain't supposed to tell at all on
Okay.
anything. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, because I'm going somewhere.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
let's just say, as we are,
Right.
all three of us are blood brothers.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And you know, we at the house, you know,
Right.
because you know, back then everybody was latch key. You know,
Yeah.
mom and them just tell you don't open that door,
Right.
don't go outside the house,
Right.
and you know, stay in here until I get home. you know.
Right.
So we all at the house, we all playing around with the football,
Mhm.
and we break mama's
Yeah.
lamp.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
I see where you going.
I
with
know.
this.
So we all standing up there. She got us all lined up. We coming. But
Right.
she said, "Who broke my lamp?"
Yeah,
Nobody's telling.
there you go.
Then she said, "Okay, I tell you what, I'm gonna whoop all three of you."
That's how it got to be
You
played.
just gotta take that butt with all three.
So everybody,
Everybody
take that
all
ball.
the
You got to go
down.
down, man. Yeah.
Everybody only
So
does
if you
it
know
count.
you didn't have nothing to do with it.
You still
Oh, you didn't say that now. See, you said we
you
all
let-
playing football.
We were playing football, but I wasn't the one that threw the ball that broke the lamp.
Right. I get what you're
Let's
saying.
change the scenario.
No, we can ride with that
Okay,
because
we can
what I
ride
was
with
gonna
that.
say
Okay,
is,
yeah.
even though I or you weren't the one that broke the lamp,
Yeah,
let's say, okay, I threw the pass to Holly,
Right.
Holly missed it,
yeah.
boom, it
Went
break the
off his
lamp.
hands.
Yeah,
and
went off his
everything.
hand,
Yeah.
break the lamp.
Broke the lamp.
But all three of us playing football
All
in the
three of
house,
us playing
which we
football.
probably
Yeah,
shouldn't be
count.
doing in
Should have
front.
been playing football.
There you go.
She told us, don't be playing in my house.
Right, so all three of us held accountable.
So we should be held accountable.
Which means we got to go down together.
We gotta go down.
I ain't gonna write you
Now-
out.
Yeah.
Just to avoid a butt whoop. I'm still gonna get a butt whoop
Now,
anyway.
what if you and Holly was playing and I was back in the back room? And she said, I'm gonna whoop all three of y'all.
That's tough right there. Now you're in
You gotta
a
take
situation.
one.
You're in a real
You gotta
situation right
take
there.
one.
So, do I supposed to take one for the team, for my brother? Or do I supposed to say, hey, wait a minute, mama, I ain't had nothing to do with that. I wasn't even in there.
Disclaimer: if you said something in advance before we even start playing around,
We ain't saying nothing.
I can respect you more. You be like, hey man, I told y'all we playing football now. Man,
Yeah.
forget you. Right back to what we doing. Then you be like, well, I tried to warn him. You still gonna get a butt
So
whoop
is
regardless.
that snitching?
Yeah, that's snitching.
That's
At the
snitching?
end of the day,
But okay, so yeah, like you said, me and Holly in the room playing football.
Y'all,
You ain't got nothing to do with
I
it.
ain't had nothing to do with
You
it. I
ain't
wasn't even in the room.
Right, you in there reading.
I'm in there reading my book. I'm the nerd in the family. I'm in there reading my book.
Right, so
And
you
then-
minding your business, studying.
Yeah.
Boom, you hear the crash, you
I
coming
come
out.
running in there.
Right. Now, if I was you,
Yeah.
I would be like, hey man, look, I can tell on y'all, or y'all can look out for me. You know what I'm saying?
oh, you
So
said
that-
that.
that-
Yeah, I'm that sibling. I'm be like, hey, we can all go down. I keep my mouth shut.
Right.
You know, y'all take care of me later on the back end.
Yeah.
Right.
Or I'm snitching.
But-
But I ain't finna go down, man.
So-
you know what I'm
Man,
saying?
city.
So you try to, because you know you're in trouble.
Yeah.
So you try to fix the lamp.
Right.
And
Now
you got it almost look like it's just like it was before it got.
But
got
they
broke.
always know though. They always.
Yeah, they always know. They know
always
everything.
know.
They parents.
It's
you
a
know.
done deal.
Yeah, they know. And then mom come and line everybody up, and she said, "Who broke?" Now y'all ain't talked about nothing.
Right.
Y'all ain't had a chance to get y'all story together.
Nope.
And mom said, "Who broke my lamp?"
I wouldn't snitch, but I'll be like, I ain't had nothing to do with it.
And she said, but isn't that a snitching though?
No.
That's not snitching?
You just
If you bring yourself
Yeah.
out,
Nah, I'm saying you gonna have to play detective and figure it out, but I'm just letting you know I ain't had nothing to do with it. Yeah, I ain't had nothing to
so
do with
what she's saying is, what you just did was you eliminated yourself from the crime.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
1 or 2.
I'm playing chess, not checkers, man. So
Oh,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So
I'm trying to
that's because I heard this term dry snitching.
And I'll give you an example. You and I have joked about this many times. You've been there, had it. So my example of dry snitching, God rest his soul.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to the black mama Kobe Bryant.
Yes.
Right.
But if y'all remember, man, you know, I guess about 15, 20 years ago.
It's all right.
Yeah. Kobe did what I call dry snitching.
He got in trouble.
He got jammed up for a situation, you know what I'm saying? Most people know about it.
Right.
And when the reporter asked him about the situation, he said, and I quote, well, maybe I just need to pay for it like other players on my team.
Man.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So by him doing that, that was dry snitching because, A, they had nothing to do with your
They
situation.
ain't have nothing to do with
You
it.
in that hole by
You
yourself.
was in that hole by yourself.
Right. Number 2, he ain't ask you about nobody else on the team.
No.
You
volunteered that information.
I'm talking about it, and it's dry snitching because it's like it was just so unnecessary, man.
Now
Right.
I know we're getting away from my original
Oh
question.
yeah.
But why?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is it then that some people are ridiculed for being a snitch and some people are not? Because in that scenario, Kobe wasn't ridiculed for being a snitch.
I think it was 2 different times too because social media wasn't as big as it is now.
No.
So a lot of people didn't know about it unless you were on
Into
sports
it,
like
yeah,
that. Right.
yeah.
So he kind of slid
Sports
up.
Center or
Yeah,
whatever
Sports
it
Center
is.
or whatever. Right.
Real smooth.
Right. So it
You know,
kind of
I
slid
know.
up under the radar.
Right.
But I know you remember this. Do you remember when D'Angelo Russell snitched on his teammate?
Yeah.
I'm snitching because I'm saying their name. But but it's all facts.
Yeah.
But D'Angelo Russell snitched on a teammate of his when he was dating a famous celebrity, a female rapper,
Right.
who will remain nameless right now. But she white and she was on T.I. label.
I'm done.
Okay, so anyway, long story short, he snitched because he was trying to get with her.
Right.
So he snitched to her. Hey man, your man out here foul. He got all kind of little side chicks. He out there. He doing everything.
Right.
See, so that was snitching. Now Kobe was on the team at the time,
Yes, he was.
and D'Angelo Russell. I don't know if y'all remember. It was a meme going around. He said, "Yo man, Kobe was talking to D'Angelo Russell like, hey man, we don't do that here, man. We don't snitch on each other. We don't do that." And he was like, "But you snitched." He said, "Yeah, but you ain't Kobe." See what I'm saying?
Wow.
So
So
yeah.
that was my
To
thing.
answer your question, right,
Yeah.
right.
So
yeah,
do
sometimes
we
it
give
does
some
make
people a pass because of their celebrity status?
We do.
Okay.
You know, because at the end of the day, it's like, and I don't want to say nobody's name because you know what I'm saying. You know, they might come at me, but you know, we hold certain people in such high regard.
Right.
We tend to overlook certain things, but
We do.
if somebody else would do that, we was like, oh man, that's foul, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, you wrong for that. So
You're wrong for that. Like
yeah.
they did D'Angelo Russell.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I
Because
mean,
he went on that
that's a
level.
classic
Like, oh,
case.
there you
Because
go.
so in our culture
Mhm.
and even in our neighborhood,
Right.
do
Mhm.
we celebrate our stars?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I'm about to go.
And sometimes our stars are bad guys.
Right.
Yeah. The neighborhood stars.
They the neighborhood
Neighborhood
stars.
Yeah.
And we won't tell on them.
No.
But and I hate to use this analogy, but the crackhead, we'll say, you know, crackhead Willie did.
Yeah.
You know, he was, I saw him going down the alley.
But everybody know crackhead would have probably
Yeah,
did. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but what I will say though is depending on what this hood star does for the community, and you look at it 2 ways. When I say what he does for, he or she does for the community.
Right.
So let's say if they are giving back to the community,
Right.
they do illegal things that you know they shouldn't be doing,
Right.
but in return they make sure that the kids got certain shoes for the basketball team,
Right.
or they give out the turkeys and stuff for Thanksgiving. You know, they Nino Brown with the thing. You know what I'm saying? They kicking money back to certain families or whatever because their life's about to get cut off. Hey, you know what? You don't be saying that when I be down here doing my little thing or whatever.
Right.
There you go, hit a 1500.
But on the other hand of that,
yeah.
and okay, we're gonna use Nino Brown, this fictitious character.
Shout
Nino
out to
Brown.
Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, Wesley Snipes.
Played that part, but
New Jack City.
until you killed G Money, man, you're wrong for that. But go ahead,
you're
I'm
wrong for
sorry.
that,
Man.
man.
You're wrong for that.
Are we gonna give him a pass? And when he put the little girl in front of
Oh
him.
yeah, that was part of it.
Yeah. So
yeah.
with all of that being said, since we looking at that movie and everything, and we look up to that hood star,
yeah.
but did he really care about the hood?
No.
Because what was he doing?
He's all about the money.
Okay.
The benefit of the money.
So
is
why
good.
do we celebrate these people? Just because, is it out of fear, or is it out of, just because they become hood famous? We will say hood famous.
I'm gonna let Big Slim.
Oh man. It's a little bit of both.
Yeah, there you go.
Because if I'm little, I know my mom and dad in the poverty, and I see him out here with a nice flashy watch, nice clothes, the nicest ride.
Yeah.
And every time I see him, he always like, hey, what's up, man? Here's $20. Go buy you some candy you and your friends can have. He's not doing that in that light. But when you turn around and it get dark, I see him out there serving every fiend on the corner, breaking in folks' houses, kicking folks out their residence so they can turn it into a dope mansion.
Yeah.
It's not working. It's not good on both sides of the table. So I mean, it's good and bad on both sides, but it's all about how much respect do you have for yourself as well as others.
So when you said that he was, getting the little homies of 20 and telling them to go get the candy, and everything else you said about him, he's all about selfish. He's about the bag. So is he gonna come back when little homie gets a little bit older?
And make him one of his foot soldiers eventually, probably. Because it can turn into that type of situation.
Yeah.
And without the right guidance.
And so the neighborhood, which used to be a nice neighborhood, middle class neighborhood, now it's starting to go downhill because wouldn't nobody tell on.
No.
Right.
So how is it benefiting us in the neighborhood in the long run?
It's not benefiting us in the long run. All it is demising our neighborhood as well as our community.
So the thing is why are we making stars out of people who really don't care nothing about the neighborhood?
Some people don't have to understand the difference between a star of destruction and a star of creation.
And we talking about this snitching thing. So, and I'm not always talking about calling the police or whatever.
Right.
But why is
black people don't do that anyway.
but why is it not that the older guys or the guys that go to work, they go into the working there? Why is it not that they can't come and tell Lil Willie, say, hey, look at him, you can't do this to children, you can't do this, because people had to make choices in what they do.
Right.
But they set boundaries for him.
But it's not the same as when you grew up. Because I can remember saying...
And see, that's the question that I'm asking.
Right, because I can remember hearing people say that.
Because as far as people doing stuff illegal in the neighborhood, that ain't just started.
No, it's been going on, but it was certain things off limit. Like, you didn't mess with certain people's residence, you didn't mess with certain people.
Right,
You didn't take advantage of the weak.
No, you didn't.
You didn't take advantage of women.
No, or children.
You didn't, or children, or disabled people, and all of that.
Right.
And so what has happened to us where, now it seems like as long as I'm getting my money.
It's not the same people in the neighborhoods anymore. Yeah. All the real OGs that was out here doing the stuff in the streets and they know what's right and wrong, they out either in prison or they in the graveyard.
So my question is...
It's basically the blind leading the blind at this point.
My question is, if this person is killing the neighborhood,
right.
why we're not saying no?
You want to tell me?
I mean, it's all you. I mean, it's really a good statement, but at the end of the day, everybody don't have the backbone and the thought of saying, hey, we can't let this keep going in our neighborhood. We got to change some things.
Fear, man, fear.
It's the fear.
So you think it's the fear?
Because
of retaliation.
All this.
Yeah, because like he said, man, back in the day, and I really say to the moment I can think about, because I'm old too. So the moment I remember when it changed was the crack epidemic, because I just feel like it just turned to the Wild Wild West then.
It did.
But before the crack epidemic, there was rules. You know what I'm saying? It was a certain honor amongst thieves, if you will. So basically, to get to your point, it's fear because, like you said, these cats now, you know what I'm saying, I ain't trying to blame it on the younger generation because it ain't all the young people doing it, but this new generation of criminals, whatever, they'll murk you, man. They'll murk grandmama. They'll purposely go take somebody else out in your family just to send a message.
You know.
Right. So they don't have any rules. They don't have no guidelines.
There's no
Right. It's like kill or be killed now. So that's why I think people don't, snitch or tell, if you will, on them like they should because they in fear. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to wake up one day and this dude standing over you with the pistol in your head, pointing to your head like, yeah, you know what you did. You know why I'm here. So, yeah, man, it's fear. It's all fear.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the stigma then in our neighborhood is for fear or for ridicule
Right.
that you shouldn't be a snitch.
That is correct.
Right.
Okay.
Because as the phrase goes, snitches get stitches and end up in ditches.
Okay.
All right, do I need to say that again?
No, you
right.
First time.
Yeah, you taught that as a little kid. I remember hearing that growing up. Snitches get stitches and end up in ditches. So that sticks with you, man. That sticks with you, even into your adulthood. So you want to say something, but you like, nah, bro, I got a family at the house.
So you had to reason,
You got to really think about it.
Yeah, like, I don't put myself out there like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So you got to look at more than just yourself, but you got children or wife or whatever.
Right.
Grandmama stay down there by herself. And
Right.
Exactly.
So you gotta weigh all of that. But doesn't it seem as if, and that's just one person, that if one of us are in trouble like that, then we should rally around all of us.
That's a good point.
All of us should rally around because there should be strength in numbers.
It is,
It's
but like you said, fear.
Yeah.
If I'm intimidated, what makes you think I'm going to stand up behind you and support you and your rights to want to better the community, keep all the violence down?
So we come to the point where we let fear control everything?
Exactly.
Basically. That's a problem in the world.
And it is a problem.
That's true.
It's a problem.
That's
you got
a
a lot of
true
people
statement.
living in fear, man.
Yeah.
I always was taught it's two emotions, love and fear. You can track them to either one of those emotions.
Okay. Yeah.
Anything you do in life is either going to be on the love end or on the fear end.
side.
So I have a love for my community and willing to put myself out there on the front line because I don't want to see this poison being sold in my community. I don't want to see these children and families being terrorized by these,
Right.
I don't want to give them a label, but we'll just say these.
So back to the original
Hoops.
back to the original question. I'm sitting there drinking my coffee and I see Willie the crackhead breaking in my neighbor's shed.
That's just,
Do I call somebody?
Yes.
Yes, I would.
Because
But it all
if they
depends on
catch
your
Willie,
character. Yeah.
and then Willie tell, I'm high. And they say, well, where you buy the dope from? And Willie tell where he get the dope. So now Willie, so it's a domino
trickle
effect.
Yeah, it's trickle down
It
effect.
trickle- yeah, so, you're saying that I'm snitching if I call on Willie, breaking in my neighbor. He got all that stuff in there. He done worked hard for it, man.
Right.
And everything. He got one of them riding lawnmowers, man. And
Yeah,
Willie riding it out of there and
yeah,
everything, and he gonna win and sold a
But-
$500
The bigger
lawnmower
picture,
for $50.
the
Yeah.
bigger picture to that, and I don't think a lot of people realize that,
Yeah.
the more violence you got going on in your neighborhood, the lower your property value start going down.
Oh yeah,
And
violence.
then,
Yeah.
you think about it like this, in most areas, you don't hear about a lot of this stuff
So
going on in
what you
different
just
areas.
said, from what you just said, if
Yeah.
I know that my property value is going down because there's violence in my neighborhood,
Right.
why wouldn't I tell you?
That's
That's a good question.
I would tell
But
you.
like I said, it go back to fear.
It go back to fear.
Because it's like this, man. It's like the old Civil War type. Well, man, I may be getting too deep. Okay, but let's say you got 10 people on the front line, right?
Right.
And they telling you, hey, all 10 of y'all got to rush this door at one time.
Yeah.
Now, on the other side of the door, this man got a gun.
Right.
Right.
We should be able to overtake him.
Right.
But somebody gonna take an L, you know what I'm saying?
Say everybody want to go to heaven, but don't nobody want to die.
So
No.
if you looking at it like, okay, yeah, we'll probably beat him
Right. But
because it's strength in numbers.
somebody gonna lose.
Somebody
And,
about to take the
and now which one of us is gonna be this?
Yeah, who's gonna be
loser?
the first?
And-
And I understand that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But here's the thing about fear, because there's nothing wrong with having fear.
Right.
Courage comes the next step that you take.
Yeah.
Right.
And so even though we need to rush that door,
Right.
we might need to think about how we need to rush that door.
Oh yeah, you definitely gotta be
You
strategic.
got to be strategic
Very
in how we
strategic.
rush that door.
Yeah, I feel you.
Because our main thing is that that's a threat to not only our property value going down, but our morality and everything going down, and everything is crashing because this person has instilled fear
Right.
in the whole community.
Yeah.
And even though, like you said now, he passing out, 20s and
the turkeys,
and the
turkeys,
turkeys
and all that. Yeah.
But his main objective is to get the money to
Right.
sell his product
Nah.
and everything.
No,
So,
yeah, I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, man, it's just about your character and how much you want to protect your community as well as yourself and your
Right.
family. And like you said, the property value, which is part of it too.
right.
You know what I mean? It shouldn't be about the money, but at the end of the day, you know, you live in that community, you want the best for your community. So I say, man, you know, you got to basically do the right thing, even though it may be some backfire, backlash, or guess whatever. But you know what I'm saying? I do understand people not wanting to do anything. But I just feel like the right thing to do is, man, you got to just step out there on the front line, man, and do what you need to do.
You gotta do what you gotta
Yeah,
do.
you know what I'm saying?
Somebody gotta stand up.
Yeah. Now,
I gotta be the leader out the bunch. You just gotta
well, like I said, you know, we can all get together and come up with a strategy.
the
Strength in numbers, but
Yeah.
you gotta have somebody be willing to step up and say,
And
hey,
so the
let's do this.
strategy may not be to rush right into that.
Right.
The strategy might be, let's see how we can come up with a plan that we can eliminate this and
Right.
you know
And
that-
keep us safe.
and there won't be no collateral damage.
Yeah,
You know what
exactly,
I'm saying?
exactly.
Yeah. So it's not just we just running out there to attack that
no.
problem, you know, but to be strategic about it.
You gotta think
have
about
a
it.
strategy
Right.
and, to attack that problem. So my second scenario, you know,
Yeah.
and I don't know if we established if you're a snitch or not. If you ain't have nothing to do with it, but you see somebody doing wrong, that's affecting you. Maybe I should have said that. That's affecting you. You know, for you to call and tell on them is that snitching.
Well, I feel what you're saying, and
Right.
if I can so kindly
Yeah,
come
go
with an
ahead,
example to
somebody-
back what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm finna say something else too, but
Oh, you finna say something? Go
No,
ahead. Yeah.
No, it is
One,
basically-
two.
Okay, I'll start off.
Cold first, yeah.
Yeah, so you know, some recent events have been occurring.
Right.
You know, we ain't gonna snitch on nobody. Yeah, so
Yeah.
but I it was brought to my attention that a scenario occurred, and basically, let's say this: somebody was benefiting off of doing this particular act, right? Okay.
yeah.
And this person that was involved in assisting them in doing this
that.
act
Right.
felt some type of way.
Yeah.
Now
Okay.
they getting their hands dirty too now.
Everybody hand it.
Everybody hands
Yeah,
dirty,
right.
but because they feel some type of way, whether they wanted more money out the deal or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Favors or whatever.
Okay, right. They like, you know what? I'm a snitch on.
I'm finna tell on them.
But and it's not to make not to bring justice to the person.
No,
It's just
you
for the
trying to
embarrassment of it,
Or to
bring the
remove that person.
down.
Yeah, to remove
basically.
that person, right?
Yeah.
So in that regard, that is wrong. I think that's snitching.
Now I think that's snitching.
That's
It
straight up
is.
snitching.
I think that's snitching.
Because both of y'all doing dirt.
Yeah, and because did you tell on yourself?
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think that's snitching.
Exactly.
So that was my next. No, go ahead with what you.
No, I was gonna say basically like you was trying to explain with your scenario of if I see somebody doing something and I don't do it, I don't say anything about it, but my hand's dirty because I was still doing something with them. You can see.
No. Let's take your hands out of them. This
Okay.
first scenario,
Okay.
you saw somebody doing something. Your hand clean.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, your hands clean, but you saw somebody doing something. Your hands are clean.
Right.
Do you do anything? Do you just say, "Oh, that ain't my business," and let it go? I ain't saying you got to call the police, but do you holler at them?
Hey.
You know that might deter them to go. Leave
Right.
it alone.
It depends on what they're doing.
Depending on what they're doing.
Yeah, for me, it depends on what they're doing, man.
Yeah, and I know, ain't nobody needs to be no Superman out here today. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, everybody wants to go home.
Right.
And everybody wants to get up the next day and go do what they do.
Right.
And everything. So we ain't talking about nobody being Superman.
Oh,
But
no.
what I'm saying is, cause we talking about snitching. So if I do anything
Right.
against somebody that's doing something wrong, no matter what it is,
Right.
even if I'm just conscious of it, and tell my buddy, you know what, such and such doing such and such. You know, I seen him doing it. Is that snitching?
Only if the buddy go tell somebody and cause some kind of
Confusion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he go
no
back
problem.
to the guy and tell it. Yeah.
Right, man, I
Right.
heard such said you was
Okay.
doing this.
But laterally, that's not snitching because you're not involved, and it's bringing down your community,
Yeah,
or
it
it's
is.
bringing down whatever. It's hurting you. So that's not snitching. Yes, sir.
no, okay, but I like where we're going with this. I like this energy.
Right.
So I got a scenario.
Okay.
Because I know we've been kind of concentrating on illegal activities, but let's soften it up a little bit, right?
Okay.
So let's say you out and about minding your business. Let's just say you out on a date
Right.
with,
All right.
with a lovely young lady,
Right.
okay?
I know where you're going.
You out on a
Man.
date. All right, you mind your business. Y'all having a good time.
Right.
You look up you see. We'll say it's
A and
we'll
B.
say it's your homeboys.
Whoever it is, but you see A and B.
Okay, right.
A and B shouldn't, or they A and C, they shouldn't be together.
Okay, I like right, and you tied to B.
And I'm tied to B.
Hope I ain't confused nobody.
So
you see A and C together.
Right.
But you tied to B, who belong to A.
Yeah.
All right.
You with me? All right.
Okay.
Do you snitch? Do you call B and say, hey man, I'm over here on such street, man. You know, we just left the restaurant. I look up and I see C with A. You know what I'm saying? Now you ain't got no ties to C. You don't know who C is, but like you said, you know A and you know B, and B is tied to A.
Yeah.
Do you snitch?
Wow.
Or do you just say, you know what, that ain't my business?
Ain't my business. Walk away.
My name Bennett, I ain't in it.
Walk away from the situation.
Since I'm tied to A and B,
Uh-huh.
and A is the one involved with C.
You met A through B now. See, man, we get deep.
That's what I say. If you come back and bite you in the butt later, if you butt yourself in a situation that had nothing to do with you.
Man, that's a tough one there. That's a tough one. You know.
I mean, I'm gonna be
Well, what I'm saying is, I you know.
I ain't for touch that subject.
It
Come
depends
on,
on.
fam.
It
It
depends on. Yeah, it
You
can be
can do
real.
But I'm saying, if it's
I'm gonna give it this your homeboy,
Right.
and you see his girl with another dude.
Yeah.
I'm talking about they holding hands,
Yes, and they
all
walking
up on
down,
each
you
other.
know.
They done stopped at the crosslight and kissed, but waiting on the light to turn green.
Little birds flying around.
yeah, see all that.
what you look at is married, they just
No,
No,
they
they just
together.
dating.
They married.
They dating.
Okay,
Oh, you
no,
gonna
they
say
married.
married?
They
You gonna
married.
say
They
married?
married. They married.
Oh.
They exclusive.
Yeah, I was just gonna say they were dating, but
They exclusive.
They together.
But they exclusive.
They together.
They already done made
together.
everybody
I
know that I'm with you and you with
This
me.
your homeboy
This
now.
all I
This
can
your
do
dog.
is,
This your
I'm
dog.
gonna ask a simple question,
Right.
and I'm gonna see if he can catch on from there. I'll let him go
So
on
what
from
you
there.
gonna do is just kind of.
But that's snitching, ain't it?
No, well.
No.
Wait,
I ain't
wait,
saying
wait.
I seen such. All I asked was, hey, where?
I
hey,
mean,
how
I get
you
what you're saying.
saying
I get
going?
what
That's
you're
kind of like trying
all
to
that.
lead them to man.
Yeah, it's kind of.
You right, ain't you? I'm gonna listen to the light. Listen to this.
Man, where were you at the other day, man? I mean, your girl, man, and everything. Nah, it wasn't me, man.
Oh, no. Oh, I feel what you saying. What I think he was trying to say was he gonna call his homeboy and just be like, hey man, you know I ain't trying to get your business, man. You know everything good at the house, man. Between you and no girl, like y'all.
Just
straight.
answer clues
Just
first.
throw some feelers out there to see what.
So he can come back and say, why you asking me these questions, man? What's going on?
Because I'm just out and about, enjoying a good time, and I seen such.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I'm
But I'm not telling you no.
I'm saying-
Who she was with? I'm just saying. I just said
Yeah,
out.
but you gonna tell that she was filed or she was out of pocket.
All I'm going is she was out.
Okay.
I'm just asking if y'all good,
Ah.
and then go to the next direction.
So you will
Yeah.
tell him you saw her out.
I saw her out, but I ain't gonna say who she was with.
Well,
It's gonna come to the light.
That's so snitching. That's so snitching.
Yeah.
What was the next question is?
Yeah, who she was out with? Was she by herself?
Oh,
Yeah, what you gonna do? Okay, yeah.
She gonna tell you, well, yeah, she told me she was gonna go out with her girls and everything. They was out.
Oh, okay, John.
So what you gonna do now?
And then he say, well, did you see her with
Did
the
you
girl?
see her with the girls? Who you
Or
saw
was she
her
by
with?
herself or what?
Was she
You
by
gotta need to
herself?
make a phone call, bro. You might need to make a phone call. That's. I'm
And
not
then-
gonna tell the whole story. It's not my
So
business.
you-
I seen
you
the
done give my
background.
advertising and just yeah,
I seen the background folks and they go off on you like, man, you supposed to do something like, bro, I can't step in the midst of y'all relationship or what y'all got going on. That's why I call to ask questions first
Okay.
before I jump into the mode of, hey, you know that's fine what you're doing, my
Okay, so
homeboy.
let's switch roles. It was your girl, your homeboy saw out with somebody
Yeah,
else.
you-
Would you want him to tell you?
Okay.
Just hit me with some fillers first and then we can go from
Man,
there.
feel nothing, man. You better tell me, man. I need pictures if you can. Send me the pic right then.
Deal, pictures,
Snitch.
whatever way you want
Hey,
to do it.
snitch for me. yeah. And I'm gonna snitch for you, man. All my dogs, I'm snitching.
Yeah.
I'm snitching. And I'm crazy enough, I'm gonna walk in front of her so you gonna be like, You know you caught them.
You know you're wrong, right? Yeah, right.
Yeah, I want to say what I want to say. I want to hit her with that mess inside. You know you done messed up, though. Yeah, you know, but yeah. Yeah.
Got
So
you now.
I'm snitching, man. I'm sorry, I'm snitching, man.
So here's the thing with that.
Yeah.
Cause that was somebody that you, let's use the word love.
Right.
That you loved.
Yeah.
But you love your community.
Well, he brought it back to the community.
No, I got one for you. A good scenario.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just say you're sitting on your porch on a good old Sunday afternoon.
Right.
Yeah.
You see a nice marked car come past your house flying, and they shoot at your neighbor's house right across the street.
Mm-hmm.
You seen you seen the car, you seen the tag.
Yeah.
Are you gonna report that to the police?
Wait a minute.
What happened now?
Oh,
No,
yeah,
I'm just
you
saying.
lost me.
Okay.
Okay.
All I asked was, you sit on your,
I'm sitting on the porch, minding my business.
Mind your own business.
Drink
bro.
some tea.
Drink some
Yeah, it's a
tea.
nice, cool afternoon.
Right.
You see a car flying down your road, they shoot at your neighbor's house across the street from you.
Okay.
You don't know why.
Right.
You see it, but would you contact the police and say, hey, I seen the car and the tag of who committed this crime?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you shut my neighbor house up.
You shot my neighbor
Yeah, I got
house
to
So
say
shot your
something.
neighbor out.
Yeah, I got to say something.
Yeah, I'm
you
a
crazy.
call.
Yeah, you might come back next week. You shoot my
house up.
But you might saw me
I
on
need
the porch.
them to get him off the street.
I get it, but I'm saying,
You might have saw me on
I
the
ask
porch.
you that because you have the morals to want to make things right. It's a situation going on right now where people won't even stop, say nothing. Oh, I ain't see that.
And that's
Yeah,
the whole
yeah.
thing, you know,
That's
because
true,
we put negative stigma
Right.
on when we're not even involved in that. So I
Right.
ain't, you know, it's not like, you know, okay, something's going on over there for whatever reason,
Right.
and I'm not involved in it, but we'll move back and say, well, no, I'm not gonna tell anything, cause one neighbor grandmama got shot, cause she was over there in the living room knitting or something.
Not knitting.
I mean, that's old school though. but
Yeah,
real comes
and
from-
now she don't. Hopefully, she just got shot in the shoulder.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm calling.
It sounds
But
like
I'm
episode
just
of
saying-
Heat of the Night, man. What this episode of Heat of the Night, man?
Shut up.
Yeah, I remember this episode,
It
man.
just-
Yeah, go ahead.
That's one of the biggest things that a lot of people don't use as they still consider it snitching, but a lot of people won't do it because they don't want to be stereotyped.
And you know, like I said, I don't want to say that's good snitching and bad snitching.
It's not, but it's destroying your community if you look at
it's
it.
destroying my community.
Because-
Yeah,
But I beg to
No.
differ. I think there is such thing as good snitching and bad snitching.
well, I do too.
I mean, I get
I hate the word snitching.
Oh, yeah,
because-
yeah.
It's
I know,
just-
yeah.
And the reason I hate the word
Right.
is because the word has been given a negative
It has.
connotation.
It has. It
Yeah.
has.
The word
Yeah.
has been given a negative connotation, and so it's got us, got people who had nothing to do with the situation.
Right.
You know,
Right.
I mean, and you know, I'm gonna leave that alone. But this is bringing my community down. It's
It
hurting
is.
me. You know.
It's
Yeah.
tearing your community up left to right because a lot of people ain't gonna call police no more. They just gonna go
And
tit for tat.
I don't have to call them. You know, they got tip lines and everything. See, we
Yeah,
made
you
that
stay
kind
on
of.
it, yeah, you stay
Yeah,
on
I
it.
can
You got
stay
tip
anonymous. I can stay anonymous. 'Cause,
Yeah.
You know what you want. You know, you want to know who I am, or you want to know this tag number, this
You
car that
wanna
you're
know
running
who I
right
am.
against
Y'all
the
just gave
street.
me a good idea. I think I'm gonna start a tip line for relationship. So when you see somebody out there doing something they supposed to be doing, I'm like, call 1-800 you snitch. 1-800 you snitch, and then you can report somebody. Let me look at the camera. You can report somebody doing something on you that they shouldn't be doing.
Wow.
1-800 you snitch. I'm
Wow.
gonna start the hashtag you snitch.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry, Ted. I got off
But
track.
No,
I'm
man,
sorry. I'm sorry.
They
man.
started right
Yeah,
direction.
yeah, I'm
It's great
sorry.
energy, man. You know, and
Yeah.
I don't think it's a right or wrong answer to this.
No.
I think that, you know, but we're trying to figure out, you know, in the community part and with the relationship,
Yeah.
you know, and everything. Should you let that person that you care about, because like you said, you attached to A,
Right.
but it's B that's out there with somebody else. Should you let that person you attached to? Should you let them know?
Now, this is the way I look at it. In that situation, I'm snitching. Because like I said, I'm attached to that person. But I have seen situations, we all have doing, because of the job that we work at.
Right.
All right, yeah, I ain't gonna say it here, but y'all know we work at.
Yeah. Okay.
So we see some wild stuff.
Very.
So it's been times on my route, I have noticed people doing things in the neighborhood. I even might have some associates that don't work in my station, of course.
Right.
But you know, over
Come on.
the years, yeah, I have,
Right across
I know
the
have been
board.
doing things. So like, if it ain't got nothing to do with me, and I see them doing something, and I'm like, oh man, hold on, man, I thought she was old buddy.
Right.
Well,
We're talking about
I
that
guess-
relationship.
Yeah, I guess things have changed.
Let me
And
grab
they-
that.
yeah, I mean, it ain't none of my business, you know what I'm saying? They may look me dead now and be like, well, I'm looking be like, hey, you good?
I ain't see
Yeah, I ain't
you.
see
You
you.
see
Yeah,
me?
yeah, I ain't see you.
Let's keep moving.
How do you been? Yeah, I ain't got nothing to do with it. So, you know, in situations like that, I wouldn't say anything because I feel like that's just dry snitching.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's not going to make a difference in my life either way. Me
Mhm.
telling on that person, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you just got to let that be.
Hold on
But
now.
like you said, if it's a negative stint on it,
Right.
you know, somebody being hurt, is somebody kidnapping kids or sex trafficking or something crazy like that. Yeah, you gotta snitch, man.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah, you gotta snitch. Yeah, because you can't let that go on, man. Because that could be your baby one day that get kidnapped, and then you gonna be like, well, didn't nobody see nothing? And everybody like, you see what I'm saying?
Wow.
And you gonna feel a certain way. So I always tell people, man, put yourself in those people's shoes. If that was your child, your husband, your family member, whatever they got hurt and harmed, would you want somebody to give up that information if they had it? You see what I'm saying? So I feel like in that situation, you got to do the right thing. You got to snitch.
And I have a scenario. One time I was doing that job that we do, and everything, and school bus pull up, kids get off the bus, and everything, and I've seen this car all day long, and it's sitting back in the cut, with these kids getting off the bus, and I guess my instincts, because when you work in the neighborhood, you kind of like almost can feel something that's out of place.
You know what's
So what I did was, I do. I'm still doing what I do, but I'm checking out everything, So I don't wrote down the tag, the color of the car, who's sitting in the car and everything, and they might not have been up to anything, but I was watching it,
That was me telling man. I'm sorry.
No, it wasn't you.
Okay,
But what I'm saying is, and then if it had came to it, now they might have felt that they were being watched. I think they was up to no good.
Right.
Because the kid wasn't paying no attention to them. They just lollygagging, talking, playing on their way home. Then some of them split off where they going by themselves.
Right.
And I saw the person crank up and start going, certain that one of them was walking by themselves,
You can roll behind it, then you play.
Yeah, roll behind.
There you go.
Joker doing, man.
There you go.
Joker doing. And everything. So I was prepared, and then I don't know if you noticed me. He drove on.
Yeah, he noticed you.
Yeah,
you got your flashes on.
Yeah, I got my flashes on and everything. I'm acting like I'm delivering, whatever, but I'm watching you. But now what I did do was, I told the young person, be aware of what's around you.
Right.
When you're just walking home, be aware of what's around you.
Right.
And then I think a couple of days, I told the parent also.
Yeah.
Everything. I said, I don't know.
Okay, you went real hard, man.
Yeah, I don't know if they was up to nothing.
You went
so
real
I didn't
rainbow.
consider that snitching.
No.
I just said that, this person looked like, and they could have been innocent, I don't know.
Right.
But they just didn't, they were out of place.
Yeah, I feel you.
And I just felt
you were
that.
thorough too, man.
Yeah.
You took notes and everything. I'm proud of you, man.
Yeah, but I took notes there.
He just saved a life.
Watching Columbo paid off, didn't
Yeah, it did. It did. In the heat of the night.
All that
stuff. Hill Street Blues.
Oh, no, you went back.
Way back.
TJ Hooker, shout out to TJ Hooker. Hunter, all of them.
So, okay. So, we still, we got a definition, and we looked at, what scenario, that first scenario. Here's scenario number 2.
Oh
man.
And it almost goes back to, we all in the car.
Right.
We all doing dirt.
Uh-huh.
And we get pulled over.
Right.
So, I got something illegal on me. I'm sitting in the back seat.
But you said we all doing dirt, though.
All of us doing dirt now.
Okay.
All of us doing dirt.
All right.
We get pulled over.
Yeah.
And I take what I got.
Uh-huh.
Because it might get me 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
And I stuff it up under your seat.
Oh, no.
So I'm driving.
You drive. Okay. So the man comes, he don't find what I'm driving.
Right.
He don't find the pistol that I got on me.
Okay.
He don't find it.
Right.
My partner that's sitting in the front seat with me,
Yeah.
he got some pills on him.
Right.
He don't find his pills.
Okay.
But he do find
what
I stuffed up under the seat.
Ooh, done got real now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do I supposed to take the credit for what I had on me? The only somebody and the cop said, who did it belong to?
Right. And because I'm driving, he's gonna assume
it's yours.
If nobody never opened their mouth, everybody gonna get charged. The session.
That is true.
Nobody's gonna get charged.
So should I make my friend, my partner with me, go down for what I know was mine?
Now, Well, let's say in a hypothetical world,
Right.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that he's going to charge. Technically, they're gonna get everybody, especially.
But he
especially.
said, but no, he says, okay, if don't nobody claim this, it's yours, cause I found it up under your seat.
Right, cause it's my car.
It's your car. You supposed to know what's in
you
your
ain't got
car.
to worry, cause I'm gonna snitch. yeah. I ain't going down for you, player. So yeah, if you sit down, do what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna give you the look. I'm gonna be like,
Man, come on now.
Do what you supposed to do.
Come on,
now.
dog.
you cut your eyes away from me, like.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh no!
Right
Hey,
there.
that's him right there, player. And he got some pills on him too.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm snitching.
You
I'm
get
snitching,
everything
bro.
up.
Yeah, I got to, man.
Right.
You ain't gonna get.
I mean, I ain't gonna have to say about the sacrifice. Just say that belongs to him. Then they get the sacrifice. They say the
Nah, I ain't gonna
video.
snitch on the other dude.
No, he
No, I'm just saying.
everybody should take an ownership of what they had.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And he didn't find nobody else stuff now.
Yeah,
No.
But he found he found it up under the seat.
Right,
And
but-
because it was up under the seat,
Right.
he said this belonged to the driver. This
Yeah.
yours.
And the person who it really belongs to.
Y'all can go.
Don't.
Come
Oh
on,
no!
bro.
Oh no!
Come on, bro. You might
Nah,
speak
but,
today,
yeah.
man.
Nah, it ain't gonna be no come on nothing. I'm gonna be like Leon Johnson, run the fingerprints. That's his. I ain't
Oh,
touching.
God.
Yeah, I'm
It's
snitching.
cold now.
I ain't going to jail for you, bro.
Yeah.
I can't go to
I
jail.
ain't
for you.
against you.
Now, if we all in the car doing dirt
Right.
and we get pulled over, he done found everything on all of us.
Right.
You know, hey, we gotta
gotta
take
go.
that hit. We gotta take that
Yeah,
charge.
everybody
Yeah,
take
ain't
the
no-
charge.
Don't be sitting there saying he supplied it and I'll hold it.
No, shut
Nah,
your
we ain't
mouth
doing all
and
that. No, we ain't doing
Suffer the
that.
consequences.
Yeah, all of us gotta take that hill. All of us
Right.
gotta take that hill.
And so, and that's why I don't like the word snitching, good snitching, bad snitching. Because
Yeah, this shit.
if we all in this thing doing dirt together.
just sounds so childish, man.
Yeah, it does sound
Yeah,
just.
that's why I
You're a
said-
tattletale. Yeah,
man,
you.
I want to tattletale
I wanna-
on the men and on my block, man, instead of
Yeah.
my colleagues, Mr. Police.
Well, I'm just saying the
Yeah,
whole
that's what
concept of it
information.
though.
Yeah.
The whole
okay,
concept
that's
of it
good,
though.
right there.
Because if we all in there, and we all riding dirty, as they say.
Yeah, you gotta take
Right.
it together, man.
You gotta
Everybody
take that
going
L
out
together.
together.
We ride together, we gotta go down
We
together.
gotta go
Yeah,
down.
you're right.
And that should be understood.
I'm running, actually. And if y'all ain't fast enough to keep up with this on y'all, bro, I'm gonna be like, hey, bro, you know we got some on us. As soon as he find it, we got to go. I'm running, boss. So
As soon as he stop.
Yeah. As soon as he stop, I'm out. But you know that should already be
Now,
established.
is this snitching? You got away.
Yeah.
And they said, who was that guy?
Yeah, that's
John
snitching.
Doe.
Yeah. Because if you got caught, you got caught.
Right.
Don't
John
snitch on me,
Doe.
man.
Okay.
Don't snitch on me, man.
John Doe.
Yeah, now see, if I got jammed up and you got away,
Right.
and he like, man, who would that dude with that? Man, I don't even know, man. I was just hitchhiking. I had dude just decided to pick me up, man.
Right.
I don't know why he took off running.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never met him before the night player. You know what I'm saying?
First
I'm not
time
gonna
I
snitch.
spent, I'm just letting him get a ride.
Yeah,
That's
man.
it.
Yeah, man. He just felt sorry for him, man. He saw me walking home, man. He just offered me a ride. I don't know why he took off running off. So yeah. But I do got a question for y'all though, man. Oh, we all on time. I know, man. Oh yeah, we got it.
Yeah, we good.
All right, let's check this out.
Yeah. Good conversation.
We already asked, would you snitch on somebody?
Right.
I think we pretty much answered it. But this is the question I want to ask y'all though. And I'm gonna start off with you, Big Slim Buster.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Just,
I'm glad
Has
you
someone
remember.
has someone ever snitched on you?
yes, they have.
Would you like to elaborate, or you don't want to bring that up?
I mean, like,
Yeah.
prime example, I was supposed to be at work one day.
Oh no!
Oh man.
You know I'm
Supposed to
still
be at
working with
work
you,
one
man.
day.
Yeah, go ahead.
And,
Yeah, go ahead, player. Yeah,
I wasn't feeling good.
Yeah.
So, I called in,
man.
just laying there across the couch watching TV.
Yeah.
I say about 12 later, my manager called me.
This is not his current manager, by the way. This is at another job. Actually, yeah. This when you're working at Piggly Wiggly, right?
This is a
yeah.
this is a hypothetical
hypothetical situation.
I
man.
got a phone call and everything.
Okay.
So somebody, well, how they know you was there though?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, how this?
Little birdie told me, they said, hey, what holiday? I ain't seen him today. Oh, I don't know. Well, I heard he was at the house today, chilling. Because all I think about it was, you text me that morning, like, hey, are you at work?
Oh man, that's dry snitch. So they went out their way and
They asked me about that work that day. I said, no, I don't feel good. I ain't coming today.
right, and then they went in and snitched saying that you was at the house.
I still haven't confessed to it to this day.
Oh my God, that is bad. That's snitching right there. I agree.
And I looked at them dead in their face like, damn, so how she knew?
Yeah, I mean, but like I said, this was 20 years ago before you worked at the current job that you are now. So I know you ain't referring to nobody right
No.
now. Yeah. But that is an unfortunate situation.
That's a jacked up situation, isn't it?
Would you like to jump in on that?
Oh, okay.
Has anybody ever snitched on you for a friend?
Yes.
Well, you can answer really as a two-part question. I don't know if you ever answered. Have you ever snitched on somebody before? Well, you did. You said
Yeah,
the
I did.
creepy dude.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, you did. I forgot about the creepy dude. So yeah.
Yeah.
So has somebody ever snitched on you, man?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh no, man.
Yeah. And it was no need to snitch.
It never normally it ain't. But yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. You know, almost same kind of scenario.
Yeah.
Springtime, you know, and everything, and I just didn't feel like going to work that day.
Right.
You know.
But this is not the job that you retired from.
No,
This
it
is
was
a previous
another job.
Yeah.
And I did not have the job that I retired from, the manager that was this.
No.
Totally different situation.
Totally different situation.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But I just, felt like, and so I was hanging out,
Right.
no particular place,
Yeah.
We just hanging out, went to the park, and everything, feeding the birds, just spring fever. I had spring fever,
Enjoy your day.
and just enjoying my day.
Yeah.
And somebody saw me, and they told on me.
That's trash, man. That's trash right there, man. Yeah, I can't believe that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry, man. But yeah.
And this manager that not the one I got now, but just, they asked, well, what was wrong with you?
Yeah.
And everything, as if to say that I was gonna tell them a lie, I just said I had a fever. I ain't telling them what kind of fever.
Yeah, I know. You ain't going to specifics.
I ain't going to specifics,
Yeah.
but they went into specifics, and then they told me, somebody told me that,
Okay.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
And man, I had to suffer the consequences for it, and everything. But but if we're gonna say we see somebody doing something, and the reason this person said they told was because it increased their workload.
Okay, so let me ask you this though, without you snitching on yourself.
Right.
They were on the clock when they saw you? Is that what you? Yeah, okay, I got you. Okay.
Wow.
I was trying to see were they just minding their own business and they weren't at work either? And they were they were on the clock. I got you. I got you, man. Well, that's terrible, man.
It's crazy, man.
I mean, and I had at the end of the day, I had to suffer the consequences for it.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Because somebody told, but I was in the wrong. Technically,
according to their laws,
I mean, I had the time, and
Yeah,
everything, and
you
I
earned
wasn't
it.
really,
sometimes you got to take it there.
I was just sick and tired, it wasn't no day.
It was a mental health day.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
It actually was a mental health day.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
technically, I wasn't wrong.
No.
And what I do on a mental health day is something to help me with my mental state.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Well, yeah. Unfortunately, I have been snitched on several times in my life, man. Yeah, back when I was stripping.
Oh, okay.
Then when I ended up working at the current employer that I'm at now.
Okay.
Tally may remember this one because unfortunately he was a part of this situation as well. We ain't gonna say no. We ain't gonna say no name.
Man, I believe he set me up with that.
No. You remember when I started talking about it. So yeah, man, long story short, we had he's no longer a part of our current employer.
Okay.
He doesn't work for the organization anymore, but when he was there, he got jammed up, right?
Right.
So he felt like, hey, the way to take the pressure off of me, I'm gonna put this on Stud, and it was actually Tally, and it was I believe a homeboy. I don't want to say his name. I guess we can say his name, man. Patterson. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He snitched on all three of us.
Told him all three.
You remember what I'm talking about? No. Yeah. So long story short, this person was disposing of material that our organization dispersed to the community.
Right.
And because they were too lazy to do it or deliver it, they decided that they just gonna dispose of it and get rid of it. And when they got jammed up, they said, oh, well, yeah.
And really, their snitching was a lie.
Yeah, it was a bad lie, too.
Yeah, it was a bad lie.
But, yeah, they was like, yo, Cole
Yeah.
And Tallyman told me to do that.
They
taught me how to do that. Yeah.
They taught me how to do
They said, yeah, if you fall behind or you ain't gonna make it back on time, do this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so we got jammed up for it.
We
you know
got
what I'm saying?
jammed up.
Yeah, actually got jammed up for it. So yeah, if I see you again too, man. Yeah, but it's all good.
That's tough.
But
yeah,
it was a lie. We hadn't told him to do
no, we didn't
that.
tell him that at all.
We had told him, you know, if you get behind, you need to call somebody.
They asked for help or something.
And actually, yeah, and everything. But he said we told him throw it away.
Yeah. So,
Now here we are,
right,
veterans,
right.
and know what the penalty for that is.
Yeah.
Really, right now, I should be mad at upper management for even
Hold
believing in him.
on. That's another episode.
Oh, okay.
That's a
another
whole other
episode. Yeah. But yeah, you're right though. The
Hey,
fact that
here we were.
had the audacity to think that we would do this.
3, let's just say good employees.
Right.
No, we gonna say great.
Okay, great employees.
Simp Squad.
Okay, and this would make Simp Squad. This would make us great.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, we came to work when we supposed to.
Right.
We did the job the way we supposed to, and how they know we did the job because they didn't get no complaints on us.
That's right.
Right.
That's
People
right.
wasn't calling in. Well, he did. He was done it now. They were saying he did his job.
Right.
So that silence was golden.
Mhm.
And now you're gonna take the word of somebody who's been in here 30 minutes.
You know what I'm saying? A hot
So
second.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you know,
crazy.
you should have questioned that from the beginning.
But you know what? Since it's Sunday,
Yeah.
and I do consider myself a Christian,
I do too.
I forgive you, boss lady, for that.
What? Oh, gosh, yeah.
Oh, damn.
I forgive you too.
I
I've
just
been
snitched.
forgave you.
I just snitched. Damn.
Yeah,
My
you
name,
did.
that wasn't here.
I
At
love
this
you,
point.
boss lady.
I
I
love
love
it.
you too. I've been forgave
Yeah,
you.
Two things in a row.
I
I'm out of this place.
I
I did
did.
this.
I did cry about it though.
Yeah,
Alright, but,
it was hurtful, but
Yeah. Okay, well I get to do it then.
Man,
Yeah,
That's
man,
crazy.
this
That's it,
hour
man.
has passed, man. We might
Yeah.
have to do a second on this snitching. I
Yeah,
don't
the
know.
snitching deep, man.
Yeah,
This is
snitching
deep, man.
is a
Yeah,
deep
snitching
conversation.
on a lot
But
of
this
conversations.
has been the Real Spill Podcast.
Yeah.
We coming to you live from the Spill Cups. Man, I'm gonna tell you something. If you like this
Yeah.
format, you know, if you like us talking about just things that go on in our community and our lives,
Yeah.
and we try to put a positive spin on it, but we do let it be transparent that
Right.
it is the Real Spill. Hit that like button
Yeah.
and that share button and that subscribe button.
And you know what? Why don't y'all send us some topics? We ain't gonna probably do all of them.
Exactly.
But if we like them, we'll do it though.
You got some topics, you know, and you in the
Yeah.
comments, and we do read your comments and everything, and you in the
Yeah.
comments, we would like for you to even comment more. But send us what you would like for us to talk about. We got some stuff lined up, but we want to be relevant
Yeah.
in our community and everything, and what we need to talk about. And so, yeah, you know, episode 17, man.
Yes, sir.
You
Yes,
know,
sir. Snitching.
Man, yeah, we just been growing.
Right.
The Real Spill Podcast. We come to you live Sundays at 5 p.m.
Right.
But if you can't catch us at live, we would like for you to catch us live.
Right.
But if you can't catch us live, we're on YouTube at the Real Spill Podcast 3.
The number 3.
The
That's
number
right.
3.
That's right.
So I put up 4. I meant to put up 3.
You did the brother man. You
yeah,
did the brother man
yeah,
from the
yeah.
4th floor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Real Spill. So man, we're so happy that our guest has been here with us.
Yeah, Big Slim out
Big
of
Slim
Belgium.
out of Big Belgium.
Man,
Big
hey,
Slim,
lift that warrant on me, man. Let me come on back home, man.
Bro,
Come on.
nah,
Hey,
hold
everybody out there in
you all the time.
Bessemer. This is the reason I can't come to Bessemer,
Hey,
man.
I'm starting
I'll talk to
today.
you, boy, man. I'm gonna
Yeah.
come back. I miss y'all, Bessemer. Shout out to Bessemer,
Bro,
man.
you more than
Shout
welcome
out
to come
to
to
you.
the city.
All right,
And I'm telling you, don't miss the Real Spill After Dark. man.
Oh, yeah,
We
yeah,
come
yeah,
to the
yeah.
Real
7
Spill After
p.m.
Dark, 7 p.m.
Hey, yo, Coco.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna be guest starring on this one too, man.
Yeah, okay.
You gonna get some of that Big Slim? Or you don't want none
I
of that
got no
smoke?
other choice, do
Oh no, you can say no. You know, I just thought that to tell you
I
you
need
don't
to
want none of
get
that smoke.
Nah.
The Taylor said he don't want none of that smoke. But
Nah.
don't worry, we're gonna be on there. Yeah, I'm gonna be on there. So yeah, man.
It's
Yeah.
a Real Spill After Dark.
Yes,
man.
sir.
So
Yes, sir. Yeah.
relevant conversations, things that go on in our community.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about it.
That's
So
right.
we thank you, man, for tuning in. Thank
Yeah,
you
we
for
appreciate y'all.
liking and sharing us and everything.
Yeah.
But this has been the Real Spill Podcast.
Yeah, we out. We out.
Yeah.
I gotta get up on
Great
this
show.
part.
All right.
Don't pay attention to the part.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready.